In today's video, we are going to explore some of the most important rhythmic cells found in Cuban dance music influenced by several rhythms of Western African origin. Cuban musicologist Fernando Ortiz states that rhythm has always been the predominant element in African culture. Cuban dance music, which is influenced by the melodies and harmonies of European classical music, has a great rhythmical diversity in traditional genres such as danzón, contradanza, cha-cha-cha, son montuno, and pilón, just to mention a few. These rhythms were brought to the country from slaves of the Western African communities. Pianist and author Rebecca Mauleón implies that Cuban music and its musicians have inherited a significant range of musical traditions that make the Cuban identity and sound attractive and unique. To support this, Chucho Valdés have commented he could perform for 1 hour, featuring several Cuban rhythms without repeating one. It is known that melody and rhythm are the two main elements of Cuban music. Many percussion instruments were created in Cuba, as well as rhythmic cells of African origin. Rhythm and syncopations are everywhere in the island and in any musical genre. Sometimes in the bass patterns, in the piano tumbao, on the percussion instruments, horn section, or instrumental solo. Today we are going to explore 6 rhythmic cells found by Fernando Ortiz that has a strong connection with rhythmic patterns of African origin. In order for me to do some basic demonstrations of the rhythmic cells, I got the help of close friends and phenomenal musicians, trumpeter Osvaldo Fleites and drummer Hilario Bell. Enjoy. The success of Irakere and Chucho Valdés music was the integration of African rhythmic cells with Afro-Cuban dance music and some rhythms from Cuba. There is a book that I read by Fernando Ortiz, musicologist. He has done a lot of extensive research with a special focus on the baton drums, which is considered an important instrument in the sound of Cuban music in general. And he was mentioning in the book that Professor Gaspar Agüero was the first person studying the rhythm of Afro-Cuban origin. They analyzed some of the Cuban dance music, focusing on the rhythmic elements, and compiled 6 rhythms of African origin. These rhythmic patterns appear in Cuban music, not only in the percussion instruments, but also in the melody and harmonic accompaniment. These cells are, one of them is a tresillo, it's called tresillo, or triplets in English. The next one is a conga rhythm. The third one is called the clave pattern. The fourth one is a cinquillo that was brought to Cuba by the Creole from Haiti. The fifth one is called, and also this rhythm is also used in danzón music, but we are going to see that later. The third, there is a fifth rhythm that is used by bassists, and the sixth one is in 3/4 signature, but it's kind of like a 6/8 or Afro-feel. Now we are going to demonstrate these rhythmic cells. It's going to be performed by Hilario, drummer Hilario Bell, and trumpeter Osvaldo Fleites, and myself. This is the first rhythmic figure. It's called tresillo. second rhythmic scale is conga. The third rhythmic scale is son clave or 3-2 clave. The next rhythmic scale is cinquillo, and it's very used in dancehall music. The next rhythmic scale is, as Fernando Ortiz noted, well used by bassists in Cuba. 1, 2, 3, 4, on. The next rhythmic scale, it's in 3/4 and it has a 6/8 feel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The next rhythmic scale is habanera. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. The last cell is called amphibrach, as termed by Fernando Ortiz. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. On August 27th, last week of this month, I will have Dr. Josiah Bornatian as our special guest. He will be talking about his books, albums, practice routines, jazz techniques, sound, harmony, and more. He's a great saxophonist, and I think you should take advantage of this special opportunity. So please leave any questions you might have in the comment section below. You can also send an email to info@aldosalvent.com. Please feel free to check out his website. Also, don't forget to download the free samples of my books listed on my website. This is a great way to revise the content of each book and start practicing right away. Last week I published 10 exercises to master all major scales, volume 2, which is a great method to practice the skill with a more modern approach. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you on the next one.